At daggers drawn is an idiom that vividly describes a state of extreme hostility, conflict, or enmity between two or more individuals or groups. When people are said to be at daggers drawn, it means that their relationship has deteriorated to the point where they are openly hostile and confrontational towards each other. This phrase paints a mental picture of individuals holding daggers, ready for a fight, symbolizing the intense animosity and lack of cooperation between the parties involved. The origin of this idiom can be traced back to medieval times when daggers were commonly carried as weapons for self-defense or during disputes. When individuals were in a state of conflict, they would draw their daggers as a sign of aggression and readiness for a physical altercation. Over time, the phrase evolved to describe not just physical confrontation, but also deep-seated emotional or ideological conflicts. At daggers drawn can be applied to a wide range of situations, from personal relationships to international conflicts and everything in between. In personal relationships, it can manifest in bitter arguments, resentment, and a complete breakdown of communication. For example, two neighbors who were once friendly might find themselves at daggers drawn if they have a dispute over property boundaries that escalates into a hostile legal battle. In the world of politics, this idiom is often used to describe the intense rivalries and conflicts between political parties, leaders, or nations. When countries are at daggers drawn, it may result in economic sanctions, military posturing, or even armed conflicts. The Cold War era between the United States and the Soviet Union is a historical example of two superpowers being at daggers drawn, with the constant threat of nuclear war hanging over the world. Business rivalries can also be described as being at daggers drawn, especially when companies engage in aggressive competition, lawsuits, or hostile takeovers. The tech industry, for instance, has witnessed fierce battles between companies like Apple and Samsung over patents and market share, with both sides at times appearing ready for legal warfare. Resolving a situation where parties are at daggers drawn can be challenging. It often requires mediation, diplomacy, or legal intervention, depending on the nature of the conflict. In personal relationships, communication and empathy can help bridge the divide and find common ground. In politics and international relations, skilled diplomats and negotiations are essential to prevent escalation into violence or war. In conclusion, at daggers drawn is a powerful idiom that conveys a state of intense hostility and conflict between individuals, groups, or nations. It serves as a stark reminder of the destructive potential of unresolved disputes and underscores the importance of finding peaceful solutions to conflicts, whether they be personal, political, or international.